Hey everyone, welcome back to Film Zone. In today's video, we're discussing the ruthless guest on Dr. Phil, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel and also leave a like on the video. One time, Mark and Nikki, a married couple, came on the show because they were having marital problems, but the most entertaining part of their appearance was a video Mark recorded with his phone. As he was about to leave somewhere, Nikki started raging because he took her truck that wasn't insured. To stop him from leaving, Nikki hanged on the side of the car with her fingers rolled up in the car window. Even though she didn't want to let go, she screamed at Mark to stop and roll the window down, only to put her hands back in the next moment.
You're breaking my fingers.
Then get him out.
You're breaking my fingers!
Get out!
No!
The ridiculousness of the situation annoyed Dr. Phil to no end. When Nikki tried defending herself, frustrated, Dr. Phil said that her explanation is 30 seconds of his life he's not getting back. Her behavior in the video triggered him so much that he totally lost it and started imitating her.
Give me my cell phone. You're breaking my fingers. He pushes him out. Stop.
Ultimately, he asked both of them if they were raised by wolves and told Nikki that he doesn't want to talk about the status of the truck coverage, but about how she feels seeing herself on the video as a grown woman out in the street with her hand stuck in the car. Coming up with this bit, we have a 19-year-old vlogger, Romina Garcia, who faced controversy after making a video in which she bizarrely defended domestic abuse by calling it a sign of love. In the video that went viral, Romina, who had a black eye, told viewers that there aren't many boyfriends that care enough to beat their girlfriends, but those that do are amazing. I just wanted to say that if your boyfriend or the guy you're with puts his hands on you, like he hits you or beats you up or whatever he does, stay with him.
If your boyfriend hits you or beats you up, stay with him. He loves you.
She said before further elaborating that being hit by her boyfriend means that he must really love her because he would risk going to jail for being violent towards her. He's gonna do time or he's gonna have to pay money to get out of jail or whatever the case may be. He's risking all that for you, she said. In a response to all the backlash she suffered after posting the video, Romina felt that she was misunderstood and decided to come to Dr. Phil. She claimed that she had received messages of understanding as well as support, and she actually felt like a role model for 153,000 fans and followers. Naturally, Dr. Phil questioned on her belief, to what she replied, "Not anyone is just going to go to jail for you. So like he really must care. I really do believe that." It baffled Dr. Phil, and he could only state that she's irresponsible and her logic is flawed at so many levels before proceeding to express his concern, saying that the message he's putting out there is idiotic and that it could cause an innocent young girl to put herself in harm's way and ultimately get hurt. Somebody needs to tell you straight up what's wrong with what you're saying. In a moment when he lost his cool, Dr. Phil ultimately told her that he normally wouldn't give her a platform for her infuriating opinion, but that he was worried that, quote, unquote, idiotic message that she was putting out there could cause young girls to put themselves in danger simply by following the twisted logic. One time, a young woman named Jessie reached out to the popular television doctor claiming that her stepmother Laura is a hoarder. To make matters worse, Laura wasn't hoarding just random unneeded objects, but animals as well. Speaking for the cameras, Jessie said that the house was so disgusting that she was sick of living that way and decided to do something about it. Instead of dealing with the problem at hand, her father John took a rather passive approach to the situation and moved to live in the garage. Things escalated when a nurse from the program that helps out first-time moms that Jessie's part of was coming to the house. According to Jessie, she completely spaced out and forgot about the appointments, and her stepmom Laura took that opportunity to try and get Jessie's baby taken away, telling the nurse that Jessie let her baby cry for hours and that the baby's face is covered in bruises all the time. After a month-long investigation, Child Services closed the case, and disappointed Jessie decided to stop Laura from ruining their lives. When they got on the show, Dr. Phil was annoyed straight away by the fact that nobody in the house except Jessie's dad actually works, and the man was living in a cot in the garage. When Laura stated that she doesn't consider herself a hoarder, the footage from the inside of the house showed 53 animals living there, including 5 dogs, 4 cats, 2 bunnies, 2 snakes, 3 tubs of mice, as well as a fish and a sheep. In addition to that, there were also piles of newspapers, bags of clothes, and other inanimate objects hoarded in the house. Frustrated, Dr. Phil asked John, Jessie's father and Laura's husband, if he had called animal control. When John simply replied no, Dr. Phil quickly said that he's going to. Laura started defending her hoarding, saying that the animals were not endangered, but Dr. Phil had none of it and called for Anthony Huskins, a staff member who was behind the camera. Since both the animals and people were living in horrible conditions, Dr. Phil instructed Anthony to call animal control straight away, saying that he was those animals reported and unfortunate dogs that were kept on the leashes all the time, rescued before noon that day.
You're going to get rescued. You ought to be ashamed of yourself tying those dogs up like that.
Laura once again tried to justify herself blaming John, but Dr. Phil was so angered that he told all 3 of them that they should be ashamed of themselves.
Angelina and I
all three
take care
of
of
you
them
should be
every
ashamed
day.
of yourself tying those
This
dogs
is-
up like that.
That's all the time we have for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.